Hi friends, and welcome to a bedtime story this evening. I'm Miss Karen, and I am the director of the adult programs here at the library. And I don't get to read to you as much as I'd like to, but I'm going to be reading our bedtime story tonight, and I have selected Cousin Ruth's Tooth. And it is a book that was written by Amy McDonald. Let's see what we can find out about Cousin Ruth's Tooth. Rachel Pfister, get your sister. Mrs. Pfister spread the word. Cousin Ruth has lost a tooth. Oh, careless youth, it's too absurd. Never mind it, we shall find it. We will search both low and high. Well, said Ruth, to tell the truth, hush now, darling, don't you cry. Find your cousins, several dozens. Get your uncles and your aunts. Bess, Matilda, Olga, Zelda, Mary Lee, and Uncle Lance. Look at all the cousins. Uncle Walter, never falter. Search the cellar, check the roof. Norma Jean and Aunt Bodine, go check the attic for this tooth. Search the yard and search the garden. Check the engine of the car. Check the hat box. Check the cat box. Look inside the VCR. Faster, harder, search the larder. Check the pockets of your pants. Harder, faster, a disaster, said Aunt Bee, who'd been to France. Though they searched in ways most ruthless, after days they still were toothless. This adventure of the dentures quickly fixed, said Uncle Drew. Yes, forsooth, I'll buy a tooth. I'll stick it on with super glue. They're looking really hard for that tooth, aren't they? Go to Walmart, Sears, and Allmart, cried the youngest cousin Keith. L.L. Bean, cried Norma Jean. Oh, someone's bound to have some teeth. Uncle Ricky grabbed a stick. He said, I'll whittle one real quick. Auntie May said, one from clay. I'll make it now, this very day. Would you like to have a tooth from a stick or clay? Let's see what happens to Cousin Ruth. We've been burgled, Aunt Bee gurgled. Call the army, call the police. Someone stole her little molar. Someone robbed my little niece. Mrs. Pfister hushed her sister, said to Ruthie, in this clan, we're the Pfisters, Mrs. Misters, and we always have a plan. For this dental matter, mental fortitude is what we need. Ask the wisest to advise us. Ask the Queen, they all agreed. So they faxed her and they asked her. Her reply was brief. You goons, of this dental incident, I'll say just this. Time heals all wounds. What does it mean, mused Aunt Bodine and Cousin Bess and Uncle Max. Said Ruth, look here. Not now, my dear, we're trying to figure out this fax. Ruth is trying to tell them something, but I don't think they're listening. What do you think she's trying to tell them? Ahem, said Ruth. I've found my tooth and opened up for all to see. There's another, gasped her brother, where the other used to be. Did you ever? Aren't you clever? Cried the Fisters. Silly child. Such a fuss you caused for us. But little Ruthie simply smiled. And that's our story for today, Cousin Ruth's Tooth. And it's a little story about Ruth who lost her first tooth, and the cousins and the family were trying to find it, but she grew a new one that came in. So we hope you enjoyed our story. Until we see you next time, keep reading and sleep tight, my friends.